week. What we're seeing at some of our college campuses is a rule by the mob. That's what many of you, not all of you, but many of you would call a threat to democracy if it were being perpetuated by Republicans. Democrats seem to be able to do it without consequence. That's point one. Point two, we shouldn't paint with too broad a brush. Some of our universities have done a good job. I'll mention three: Vanderbilt, Tulane, and the University of Florida. They have done a good job in dealing with this rule by the mob because of their leadership. The presidents of those three universities are passionate advocates of free speech. They understand that the Constitution protects free speech against government, but it does not protect disruptive behavior. And they understand that the First Amendment to the Constitution makes a distinction between speech and behavior. And it's not complicated. You don't have to be Oliver Wendell Scalia to figure that out. All you have to do is read the document. And so I want to thank them. I think the president of Columbia could learn a lot from them, an awful lot. Point three, I think much of the problem comes from members, some members, not all, but some members of these universities' faculty. There are members of the faculty at some of these universities who believe in diversity, equity, inclusion, and the right to kill Jews. They do. Now, this is America. You're entitled to believe what you want. It may be an evil thought, but you're entitled to believe it. You're not entitled to act on it. And many of these professors, not all of them, not at all universities, but many of these professors, instead of celebrating their universities as a diverse place of diversity and ideas, they are convinced they are right, and they want to punish people who disagree with them. And that's a big part of the problem. Final point, President Biden could stop this stuff on a dime. On a dime. How can I put this? It just goes to show you that even old people can suck, okay? All he would have to do is pick up the phone and call the president of Columbia University quietly and say, "Madam President, how you doing? Listen, I don't have a lot of time, and I know you're busy. You've got 14 days to get control of your campus, or you're not getting any more federal money." Now, she will pounce on that like a ninja. But Joe Biden hadn't done that. And President Biden is not going to do that. And it's not just because even older people can suck. He's not going to do that because of the raw gut politics, and you know it, and I know it. President Biden is scared to death to alienate the Hamas wing of the Democratic Party. And he has read that new CNN poll, just came out, that said that 52% of likely voters, a CNN poll said 52%.
All right, I'm going to step in because he